EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Walk to before. First on travel. Flare. He's coming.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check Mike 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And an alley to run. And he's in for 6. A Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Ready up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
61, matchbox, light, 2.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. Costello. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready, 30 base.
Right there, 54 Mike. Check.
Go.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the gun, Costello. And he rifles one incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. 2nd and 15. That's complete to his running back, Connor. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check, watch 54. You draw corkers. Push him back. Ready?
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Right back to Connor here on first. Levante David in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Costello. The 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Look at me. Score.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
On 4th down, Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he's going to go down again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
30 base.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Set. 60-yard.
Hey, watch 85.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. That's complete to Butler. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got
rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10 is counter, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Got it.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Pick it up.
Big grip.
From the gun, Costello. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's gonna get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. That's complete. It's Gordon. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go! Let's go! Get set!
From the gun on third down, Daniels. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable here for Callaway. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Costello. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
Hey, Delta. Go.
To throw from his end zone. Daniels able to get this to Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 98 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
65. Hey, Alpha. Go.
Back to throw. Costello looking deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, Daniels sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Hey, exit.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready up.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch. Hey, Echo.
To throw on second down, Daniels. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Jabril Pepper is on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Come on,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
ready. 50, plant.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to
Five.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
X3. 218.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yo, faster.
Tighten up.
Go.
On 3rd down, it's Connor, and he'll go down at the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Costello flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
On the ready. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Rocket. Hit it.
Now Gordon on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. Second and long. Back to throw. Daniels. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 10-2 stop. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Woo-hoo. Check your hot read. Gone. Undercrunch. Kill. Get it.
To throw on second down. Costello. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch out.
2nd and 1. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This is Butler making the catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Callaway on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Hey, team 6.
Mike 5-4. All day. You gonna take. You got take.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Costello. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Costello. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Charlie.
It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be
Ready?
On 4th down, Costello. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready? 15,
54. So we got man.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback